Right, number 10 on the list. I wanted to do something that encompassed the, I guess what they call the golden age of cinema. And this includes like Jason and the Argonauts and James and the Golden Fleece or whatever. I don't know, all them crazy Greek movies. It's cool because they pretty much reenacted the stories. I mean, they had to hire all these extras. Yeah, you had some map painting action going on, but it was a big deal to make these movies. Very expensive and very elaborate. And it was like you had stop motion monsters. It was awesome. And what better than the greatest Take That Golden Calf, greatest story ever told, the Ten Commandments. Plus, it's in Technicolor. How cool is that? Technicolor. You gotta go watch that. And it's got popular prices. Alright, number 9. Gotta be Blade Runner. I think the practical effects, just the visualization was enough to keep my attention span through this long, boring ass movie. But the payoff, I was so young when I watched this, the payoff was it warped my mind. I just it's like robots with feelings and emotions. What? Robots that know jujitsu? It's crazy. And robot sexy time. They're all robots making out, not knowing they're robots. It is insane. Blew my mind as a kid. And of course, I mean, come on. 80s, 90s, baby. Gotta throw Star Wars in there. Now, I view the whole trilogy as a whole. Again, like, I watched these in reverse order, though. First Star Wars I remember is Jedi. And then I seen Empire, and then I seen A New Hope. By the time I watched New Hope, it was like, yeah, New Hope didn't do much for me. When I was younger, at first, I really liked Jedi. Jedi was my favorite, and then they grew up. They became a little bit more intelligent. Not much. You got the feel. Uh, when I got older, I like Empire, and I like Empire the best now. Just, just the dialogue's better. I don't know. I don't know why I made the switch. Let's think about. Oh man, I'd hate to spend the night in a tauntaun. I wouldn't mind throwing a friend in a tauntaun though. I'd be like, hey, go in there and keep it warm all night. I thought they smelled bad on the outside. This is fun. Awesome. Thanks, Lucas. Spoiler alert. He's Luke's father. Next up. I cannot. Oh, this movie. Oh my god. It's like I cannot remember having so much anticipation for something. It's the first movie I stood in line to see and wanted to be the first to see it. It's a brilliant ad campaign. I mean, I was like 5 years old at the time, but it worked. And you know what? It didn't disappoint. It wasn't a disappointing movie. And it even holds up today. I could sit and watch this movie today and not be insulted. It's just great. It's fun. It's dark. It was gritty. And the characters seem real. You know? It's like, I don't want to even think about the new ones coming out. But we always have this to treasure. This movie is a historical footnote, and I think will be studied 100 years from now. It's a breakthrough film. Sad to say. All right, I had to do something that encompasses elements of Lethal Weapon, and I really like the Predator, but for me, it's like the Predator 2, man. Predator 2 was for me a far superior movie than the first one. First one was great. Everybody likes the first one more, but I don't know. There's just so many different fractions in this movie. It's got Bill Paxton, and the Predator does a lot more stuff, and a lot more killing. There's a lot more one-liners. I think it's far superior to the first one. Yeah, the first one's got Arnold, but come on, man, Danny Glover. His delivery is just superb. It's great. It's, it's got Maria Chiquita Shanita. Or Maria Chiquita. I don't know. He'll say it in a second. She was awesome. I wish she was in more movies, but yeah, what can you do?
Conchita Alonso, Bill Paxton. Predator 2. He's in town with a few days to kill this Thanksgiving.
And, I haven't seen Platoon since I was like 18 or 19 years old, but I used to watch it a lot. Little did I know it would prepare me for life. It was a coming of age tale for me, I guess. I don't know. It's a great movie, phenomenal, and it illustrates pretty much people are people, man. It don't matter what uniform you wear. You got people of high upstanding moral character, and you got douche nuggets. That's all I gotta say about that. Of course, now we're moving to the obvious. I mean, come on. I guess I'm a sequels guy, man. It's like I grew up late for the originals. I grew up in a wave of sequels, but fortunately, our sequels were awesome and super badass and cool. Again, one-liners, great characters, great dialogue, freaking Marines, guns, aliens, face huggers, chest burster, Queen, freaking Bishop. It's just the writing and the dialogue far superior than the throwaway movies that we have today. Suspenseful. You got the innocent element of Newt, who is more intelligent than all of them. It's great. It's great. You can't beat Aliens. Best one of the series. Maybe if I saw the first one first, I'd say it's the first one, but I didn't. I saw this one first. Blew my mind. Like, how much action can you pack into 2.5 hours? It's nonstop. Nonstop. And I mean, come on. Come on. What guy doesn't relate to John McClane? It's like, just the king of the one liners. These movies were so great. Some of the most quotable moments. The Joe Every Guy Hero. It's just like when I'm on the phone with that customer service and they repeat what I just said, first thing that always goes through my mind is, no fucking shit, lady. Does it sound like I'm ordering a pizza? I mean, kind of. Back when, like, people acted like people in the real world, like, you got freaking cokeheads and shit, and it's just, it's a real movie. It wasn't real, but I mean, to today's standards, I mean, Die Hard now is like PG-13. Even just there, this is the trailer. There was nudity. You had that calendar there. They didn't even cut that out of the trailer. That's that's the barbaric age I grew up in. A land of blood squids, and you used extras as bullet catchers. That's what extras were for. They freaking got riddled with bullets. It's human shields. Yeah, hey, come on, Raising Arizona. This movie is just poetic genius to me. I can't even. This is the Coen Brothers, first Coen Brothers movie I've seen. I think I seen this in like '96, and it had been out forever. It was on TV. There's just something in the background that just sucked me in, and I could put this movie on repeat for the rest of my life and be all right. And I'm still, I don't know how many times I've seen this movie. I'm still finding new things in there. Just little things that I missed before. And aside from the genius dialogue and the simpleton poetry narration of the only good movie Nicolas Cage has ever done, there's the choreography and the different chase scenes. It's just brilliant. Always puts a smile on my face, puts me in a good mood. rewatchability factor 10 in John Goodman.
Now, they ain't gonna hurt, honey. They're just in it for the score. But I ain't like that no more. I'm a changed man. You were right, I was wrong. We got a family here. I'm gonna start acting responsible. So let's go, honey. Let's go get Nathan Jr.
And finally, the number one has got to be the Ghostbusters. I don't think a day goes by when I don't quote this movie, or at least quote one of the two. This movie has just had such an overall impact of my life. Just like it's piqued my interest in science. It's made me a smartass, and it even goes like anytime I think about like business, anything, it's like I think about entrepreneurship. This is so dynamic. There's just so much going on in this movie, and it's lighthearted, it's fun, it's technical. And now I'll go look at like Tobin Spirit Guide kind of stuff and everything, and they're actually kind of accurate with their mythologies in both movies. It's very, very interesting. It just carries me through. It's like, again, my number one movie is like, if I had to watch one movie for the rest of my life, this would be it. Right here. I've been done. It's like I come to find out as an adult that I don't have to watch anything else. I just watch Ghostbusters. That's it. I just watch Ghostbusters for the rest of my life and die happy. It's been pretty good. 30 years. Nothing compares to this movie. Now, this is my list. I don't know. I think everybody should make a top 10. It might change. I'm sure 10 years from now it'll change. But I bet you this movie will still be number one on the list.